So the key points that we want to make here is that women like Valeria and Melissa Wood, they expose their strategies of what they think business is. However, it's off the back of rich, freaky men who I'm not really sure how Gary, Valeria's husband, could have even looked at that piece of shit. It's incredible to me that Noah Toppelberger thought that Melissa Wood was interesting to talk to or attractive. Like, it's very baffling to watch what you men decide to choose as the person you put a ring on. Clearly, you know that people marry people for money. And we even have Mona Van in a video saying she wants a man with money who's genuine. Too bad you only got the man with money and not the genuine part. I mean, her partner is Melissa Wood. See, I don't really understand how a person like Mona Van would allow anyone to... If somebody's working with the government and you're that adamant about Paraquat and Prince Paraquat, and someone like me is producing content and if it wasn't true, that of which I'm telling you of what she's done, if it wasn't true, you would say something to that person. That's human behavior. And if you were working with the government, such as the democratic system, then you would say something because that's your ability and strength to fight the cause of existing as a human. So she's not reached out to me except for gone behind Gary Vee and they took me to court for stalking. However, we're in an influencer platform all about communication when she's the villain and they're the violent ones and I'm the victim. However, this version of victim is going to be the modern day version of victim, meaning you all have abused the hell out of all of these people. The craziest part of all is you were entitled, put yourselves up on an ivory tower, and barked orders at all of us on how we were supposed to feel, like berating a wife or husband that you are verbally abusive to. And some of you, well, actually all of you, were physically abusive also. So physical abuse is in the form of emotional abuse to a partner or a husband. And those of you who are aware of somebody in your life who's emotionally abused you, they tell you you're not attractive. They tell you you're not enough. They say snarky things like, Mona Van's my fiance. They say juicy juice. They show their diamonds. That's all emotional abuse. They say the 5 ways to anxiety. They say don't care what people think. They tell you about their opinions about how to eat vegan. They tell you about who they're hooking up with, like Kristen Cavallari. They tell you, I'm hooking up with this person and this person and this person, and I'm violating your civil rights like Bonnie Blue does in every video to humiliate herself. But this is really prominent when it comes to Bonnie Blue, because Bonnie Blue is actually representing all of these women because she was left out of the circle. And so in order for her to enter into the circle, she had to do something that was outrageous. And so now she's selling her soul to the devil by degrading herself on a daily basis and calling other women Karens as she violates people's children. And then we have the life coach who says, don't scroll until I can center you back. I'm sorry, but that is extremely unethical and immoral. The lack of connection to reality, to hurting people over helping people, has become the new norm. That means the children and the youth think that that's how you're supposed to behave in life. So that Valeria can design, this is a key point in these influencers' platforms, designing their lives. So she's designing to tell you that she's an introvert, but she is showing up on platform and panels to read a script to you as the audience, to tell you she's making it in the business, which tells you that she's inauthentically operating while using Gary's money, her husband's Gary, not Gary Vaynerchuk. She then capitalizes off of 3 sons and puts them on a podcast where she asks inappropriate questions to a kid who is going through his 11 and 12-year-old years. Means it's showing you a lot of things about who these people are, but it's all being masked by network, looks, and money. However, she's not attractive. She has the essence of attractiveness, which is that outfit check thing she does. Which outfit do you like the best? People are furious. People are angry at you and you and you and you, but the disregard for the anger is being hidden because there is no free speech in this country. So only this many people, they're all only competing with those that are following the rules of the community guidelines, which is fake friendly, fake existence, provocative behavior, illogical, trending, all this stuff that makes a sickness out of society so that people like Mona Van can violate us in the way we eat our food, to disintegrate us as people so that she can sit on an ivory tower in a white outfit with a big blazing fire behind her going, look at how perfect I am, but I don't believe in perfection because you as an audience are definitely not perfect. While Gary Vaynerchuk consistently gives her praises, reminding you that's the undercover op, because that's what it's taken to wake your asses up to reality. This has been going on for quite some time, folks. No, not in my world. No, in your world. How many people did I call to go to that place to do that thing and you declined? All because you wanted to be cool. You didn't want to do any work. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to either do the work or you're going to die and you're never coming back. And the world's going to end. And that's the reality of all of this shit. This is what Valeria and Mona Van want. They want their children to suffer. And I'm specifically speaking to Melissa Wood and Valeria. Mona Van, you have no children. She's already trying to create the idea in people's head that she might be pregnant. So I'm asking you, Gary Vee, what are you going to do about that one? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if that girl shows up pregnant, the lawyers will be called. You walk down the aisle with that bitch, you're going to fucking prison. And that's for your entire staff. So you better get on the same page of this shit, you stupid fucking bitch. You think this is a fucking joke playing with my life? When you play with my life, you play with the entire world's life, you dumb cunt. That's for his leader of his Vayner Media who bullshits out her fucking asshole talking about nonsense and garbage, hence why she has 0 comments in the comment section. A dude out of Miami wearing a fucking dress while he shows off art projects to copy my shit. You all have been up to nothing since you got hired on. We literally have been watching your asses to see what you'd be willing to do to the American people so that you could thrive in what you think is your ego climbing of the ladder. All this shit that you all made up as in what the business is supposed to be is nonsense garbage and all out of LA and New York City and Miami. The worst places to live in this country, by the way. The most demonic, disgusting, disgraceful, the most horrific things people have ever done to people are out of LA, are out of New York, and they're out of Miami. So while you live off that devil energy and you don't live in morals or ethics or for the people, when you proclaim yourself, you're helping others, you're not helping others, you're hurting others, and it's all on video. So you can't fuck me over with your fake mental manifestation of your designing your life. And I'm going to teach everyone out there what you have done. And what no one's gonna know, everybody fucking knows. Especially when I'm making all these videos on the Wall Street Journal and the Daily News and Donald Trump's page, as a matter of fact.